Hi, my name is Ken Gibson. I'm the Executive Director of Washington Masonic Charities, and today I'd like to share with you a little bit about one of our programs called the Children and Youth Services Program. This program is designed to help make sure that every child has the opportunity to be safe, to learn, and to grow. We have a couple different pieces that we focus on. The first piece that we focus on is called On the Level Student Success. Our second piece is our Youth Civility Partnership. I'm going to explain a little bit about our On the Level Student Success program to you first. This program is designed to work with and assist kids who are in the public schools who are experiencing homelessness. In 2017-2016, the last year that information is available, we had more than 40,000 children in the state of Washington that were homeless during the course of the year. That's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids that are in trouble. Now, one of the things that happens when you're experiencing homelessness is that it makes it difficult to focus. And so what we want to do is we want to help bring in some of the pieces that help kids be able to focus again on their grades and making sure that they're getting through school. Homelessness has a negative impact on kids in a few different ways. First way that it impacts kids is that it reduces their attendance. Absenteeism interferes with school. The second piece is it does diminish their focus and their capacity to stay on track with what their schoolwork is. Just imagine if you didn't have a roof over your head, you didn't know where you were going to sleep, you didn't have clean clothes, you weren't sure where your next meal was going to come from. Going to school and getting good grades is probably not the first thing on your mind. Survival probably is. We want to be part of that solution. So what we do is we partner with our local lodges as well as the local school district homeless student liaisons. There's an act called the McKinney-Vento Act, and that act means that every school district in the nation has to have somebody who's paying attention to those children who are experiencing homelessness and make sure that their needs are getting met. So what Washington Masonic Charities does through our children and youth programs is we interface with those McKinney-Vento liaisons, those homeless student liaisons, to identify kids who need some assistance in the schools, whose needs aren't being met in any other way, and then help partner with them to be able to provide the resources that will help keep them in school, help them be on that track for getting better grades, and then ultimately staying in school so that they graduate. Our goal is to make sure that these young people grow up to be independent, productive adults. So I'll share with you one story about how this worked. This past year, Washington Masonic Charities partnered with one of our local Masonic lodges, Fairweather Lodge number 82, who made a significant contribution. And that contribution is being used to work with and help kids in the Tacoma Public Schools, which is the area that Fairweather Lodge is in, to help those homeless students be able to get a leg up so that they can continue on. We got word of a young woman, 12-year-old girl, who was having some trouble. She was in the hospital. She had diabetes and had a serious wound. The doctors did not want to discharge her. If she got discharged, the risk of infection of that wound was pretty huge. The schools didn't have any resources for housing for her, and so we came into play. Washington Masonic Charities, through the contribution of Fairweather Lodge, was able to contribute some dollars to help this young girl and her mother. They were both living in the mom's car. Mom was working at the time but didn't have enough to be able to actually afford an apartment. So we were able to help them get into a hotel for 2-3 nights, be able to make that stay so that she could get healthy. We were also able to give them some gift cards for some food and clothing and some basic needs with that. From there, what happened was that put them up on the radar where she was able to get into a shelter situation, and from the shelter situation, that put them on the list for permanent housing. As of today, I'm really happy to report that this young girl and her mom are in permanent housing as a result of this intervention, and this is the kind of thing that we're doing with Washington Masonic Charities. We can't solve the problem of youth homelessness. It's too big of a problem. But when we become aware of it, we can partner with our local Masons to work on these issues to help make sure that these kids who are struggling the most have the opportunities to stay in school, to learn well, and ultimately to graduate and become successful adults. So next time I'll be talking a little bit about our Youth Civility Partnership. We can all use a little bit of civility in our society today. But for now, I'm going to leave it with this. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, please do share it and let other folks know what we're doing. Again, my name is Ken Gibson. I'm the Director of Washington Masonic Charities. And from all of us within the Masonic fraternity, I want to thank you for your support. If you would like to make a contribution to help this effort, you can always send a check to Washington Masonic Charities, attention On the Level, and that's P.O. Box 65830, University Place, 98464. You can make an online contribution by going to www.wa-masoniccharities.org/webhost/donate, or you can come in and talk with us. However you want to help, we're willing to work with you, and we really encourage that support because 40,000 homeless children in the state of Washington is just too many, and it's going to take all of us to help make sure that these kids get through school. So again, thank you very much for the time today, and I look forward to talking with you next time.